Yeah, very good. Keeping me at bay for now. I'm gonna keep whittling away your life points like blood through a vampire's veins. Alright, we're getting there. I'm gonna put down a 5th mountain card. Next, after I check my abilities. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Alright, I'm gonna pay 1 red. I'm going to cast an enchantment aura, the Prophetic Ravings.
Ooh.
I'm going to attach it to my 1/1 red human creature token.
Okay.
It now has tap to discard a card, draw a card, and it gains haste.
Mm-hmm.
It's already been in play. I tap it. I'm going to discard Distemper of the Blood. When Distemper of the Blood is discarded, it is exiled. In exile, I pay 2. In order to cast, pay 1, actually, because I get a little discount. Cast it with Madness. Distemper of the Blood targets Hanwer Garrison. Gains +2/+2 and trample until end of turn. And now to finish the Prophetic Ravings ability, I also draw a card because I discarded.
Mm-hmm.
Pay 2. To cast the Deranged Whelp.
He's got menace.
Ooh. The fear. Alright, let's go to combat. Swinging with my 4/5 with trample. When it attacks, create 2 1/1 humans that also are tapped and attacking.
Okay.
For a total of 6.
Alright, and I'm going to have my Bloodbriar kill one of your tokens.
The token is now dead. You take 5 from my unblocked creatures.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And the turn is yours.
Can I get the forest that I need? That is not the forest that I need. Crap. Alright. Gonna put down another plains. Huh. Let's see. That's gonna be one, well, 2. I'm probably gonna take 5. And if I take 5, that's gonna be game. Oh well. I end.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you guys ready to see the cool thing? Because I got the cool thing. It's turn 6. I'm going to put down my proxy for the Handwearer Battlements card. It's a forest card.
Yes, Vlad had to use a proxy because while we were testing, his client wouldn't let him play Handwear Garrison. Not Handwear Garrison, but Handwear Battlements.
Yep, every single time I tried playing the Handwear Battlements, probably because it has the meld. Because Handwear Garrison does not even let me use the fucking token that lets me explain the cool thing that it does. Maybe with Gerdat's help we can actually see the card that I'm about to use, because I'm going to use it. Pay 5, 2 reds and 3 colorless. Tap the Handwear Battlements. I'm going to activate the meld ability that is on the Handwear Battlements. If you control a permanent called Handwear Battlements and Handwear Garrison, you exile them, and they become the Handwear the Writhing Township.
Which is a 7/4.
It's a 7/4. I'm going to use my Handwear Garrison as a representation for my 7/4 with Trample Haste, and it also has, whenever it attacks, you create 2 3/2 Eldrazi creature tokens that are also tapped and attacking. And now we are going for the big finish. Swing out.
Okay.
Swing.
So,
create these 2 guys.
Which are...
They're both 3/2s.
Yeah, those are the 3/2s. Alright, so, I'm going to spend 5.
Okay.
In order to cast Borrowed Grace. And I'm going to use both forms of Borrowed Grace. So my Bloodbriar is now a 4/5.
A 4/5, nice.
Which will allow him to block the Handwear Writhing Township.
Okay. Now the Handwear Writhing Township, a legendary Eldrazi Ooge creature, does have trample. So for the trample damage, you take 2. And then
okay, 2.
Right.
Yeah, 2, 8, 9, 11, 12.
I count 10 damage from the unblocked creatures plus 2, so yes, 12 damage.
All right, I take 12. Bring me down to -5.
All right, and that is game 2. GG. Now I have a question for Mr. Gerdat. Would you like to do an extra game in the
Honestly,
interest of
I don't
exposing your
really
deck?
want to do an extra game because I did actually get this. The big thing that I wanted to talk about was Sigarda's Aid. The Silensis stuff that is here is good if and only if you manage to build and keep a board state. The problem that the set has in its entirety is all the good human stuff is red white. Like as always, the good human stuff is red white, and since I'm running white green, I don't really have access to the good human stuff. What I do get access to though is some really interesting tech cards that I would like to show off.
Okay.
I get Extricator of Sin. I get
Did I just crash the client again?
yeah,
I
you
crashed
just
the client
crashed the
again.
client again.
I just, fuck it, dude. I think I
And
just
that-
tried pulling out something else. Well, I guess I'm
No,
not in
no,
the game anymore.
no, that was me. That was me that fucked
Oh,
over your
you
client.
crashed.
No,
You were the host.
crashed. I fucked over your client. So
I think we crashed each other. I think we crashed each other.
we did not crash each other. I'm still actually in game, but yeah.
Okay, well,
We have it confirmed. Cloud's client specifically doesn't like the meld cards. Like at all.
Cockatrice quit unexpectedly.
I don't know why. Something
of a
with
bitch.
the update that happened in fucking January apparently has broken the meld cards. But anyway,
Yeah.
meld
On the subject
is a
of
very
horror, that scared the
interesting-
crap out of me.
Meld is a very interesting keyword. The problem that it has is that unless you're already winning, like as Cloud was showing off, meld is damn near impossible to actually trigger.
Yeah.
And a good portion of the cards with meld are technically legendary critters or critters that are a bit difficult to keep on the board. Like the Handwear Writhing Township is pretty much the only meld creature that is actually worth going for. The big white one that I was attempting to show off was Bruna and Gisela melded together. I forget what the hell that thing is actually called.
Bruna and Gisela create Brisella. Like Gogeta.
Yeah. She is a terrifying thing to face down, but she has no protection on her, so she just dies immediately.
Dies the removal.
Yes. The other one of the other big keywords is actually emerge, which is mostly in the green color set. And the big thing about emerge is that you're supposed to chain up to the giant critters, and these are really big critters. Like it that swallows, I think, is one of them, and it's a 10/9 with trample. It's fucking nuts, but casting it is damn near fucking impossible.
Yeah, and that's one thing I was disappointed about when I was building my red deck, is that red is the only color that does. I think red and white actually both lack the emerge ability.
Because it's mostly in green. I know that green gets several different emerge cards.
Yep, green, blue, and black. I think green. Actually, blue does have a lot of emerge cards.
I didn't see blue. I'm still
Griff.
sick. Anyway, I didn't see blue have all that much emerge stuff, but maybe I just didn't do as much exploration with the set that I was supposed to. What green... Eldritch Moon really is pushing monocolor. It is. With red, you get access to either humans or werewolves or both. With white, you get access to humans and angels. With green, you get access to big critters. With black, you get access to decent zombies. With blue, you get access to better zombies. And, yeah, they're... Eldritch Moon is more about the lore than it is about the gameplay aesthetics themselves. To be perfectly honest, because this is also where we start to get access to clues, and clues are an interesting mechanic. We didn't get to show anything with them off because they're kind of explicitly in blue-white. Thrive Investigator and a couple of other ones, but like. There is interesting stuff happening in this set for the lore. Gameplay, not so much. The keywords here just don't do what they're supposed to. Emerge's Chain is definitely a really cool concept, but you're always sacrificing permanents in order to climb up the next ladder. And because this is a new permanent, you can't attack with it. So you're not really pushing a board state. Meld actually requires both of the permanents on the field in order to trigger, and then you get a creature that's really cool, but dies to removal. So Mono black is
Yeah.
probably a really good thing to go with this set.
I did want to say, Bracella. Bracella is immune to murder because Bracella says that opponents can't cast spells with converted mana cost 3 or less, and
It's
lot
immune to
of
murder,
really
but Standard hasn't had murder in it for like ever. Like the last major thing that was effectively murder in Standard was Utter End, and that's a 4-drop.
that. Vindicate, Doomblade, Go for the Throat.
Go for the Throat might be back,
of,
but that's would have been a reprint in Crimson Vow. The other ones are cards that are very strictly have not been in Standard in like forever.
Yeah. Just making the point that is the blanket protection that you would want to see in a card that you. You're good. You're doing a -1 to get a flying first strike vigilance lifelink. Okay, if you successfully swing with it, you might take the lead / win the game.
Yeah.
But you gotta swing with it. You gotta wait a turn too.
Yeah. I like the keywords that are here. They just don't fucking work. And they are really cool and they're really flavorful, but yeah, they don't work. At least for a competitive. The big things that I recall being powerful during Eldritch Moon we were still dealing with the Eldrazi Winter at the time, so Modern was fucking unplayable. But the big thing for Eldritch Moon in Standard, I do believe, was Boros Humans, because although the red humans in for this set are not the greatest, you'd get access to some very powerful red aggro stuff. Red Deck Wins was still, effectively the best deck for the longest time. But how do you think Eldritch Moon handles itself, Mr. Cloud?
How does it handle? Well, it certainly expands the imagination, especially because a lot of these cards, because of the infusion of Eldrazi type stuff, you incidentally are creating creature tokens while you're attacking, or while casting spells, or as a condition if your creature dies or is sacrificed and so forth, in order to build a board state that is, resilient. So even if your opponent is being aggressive, you could still hold your ground, so you're not losing your entire board in one turn.
Alright, but this has been us attempting to explore Eldritch Moon. I like this set for its flavor and keywords. It's just that the keywords don't actually work. If you want to play this set competitively, go Boros Humans. Boros Humans or Red Deck Wins all day long. The werewolves in this set are fucking great. I mean, they're great looking and they have interesting rules text, but they're they still have the problem that the original werewolves had. Like, it's a bit difficult to keep them where you want them in longer games, and at least they're red now, so they're slightly better.
Yeah, I like. I definitely like the horror theme. That's why you see a lot of monsters, werewolves, vampires, otherworldly beings from another dimension, and especially the body horror type stuff. Because even the Magic the Gathering wiki that I looked up just so I could be sure how meld works, because I needed to know if I actually needed to run the Handwear Writhing Township as a card. No, it only exists on the backs of the cards that you're melding from. That was cool. It made reference to The Thing, to Hellraiser, the Tetsuo series, and David Cronenberg films in general, like Videodrome, where the whole idea is you are horrified by what is happening to these people's bodies.
All right, then, everyone. Tune in next time for when Cloud gets to pick out the next set. Maybe he'll actually start up a win streak. Be safe, everybody.
Maybe. Peace out, y'all.